Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Guys, if you're ready to drop your next 50 pounds in the next 6 months or less, and you know you've been on your journey and you're just not seeing the weight come off like you wanted to, guys, I get it. I know it's frustrating. I know it can be very discouraging to be putting in so much time and effort, not seeing that weight come off the way you want it to. And so in this podcast, I'm going to share with you the exact steps that I take for my clients and the things that I tell them, because I give y'all game on this, on the content, guys. I give y'all straight game, but it's nothing like being able to work hands-on with me inside my coaching program. And so I'm about to pull back the curtain to give you like a bird's eye view on how I communicate with my coaching clients on being able to drop this kind of weight. Okay. And so the first thing is this: you got to shift from being weight loss focused to being fat loss focused. There's a big difference, significant difference. If you've ever seen somebody, or maybe you've experienced this and you're like, that you've seen them lose weight, or maybe you lost a lot of weight, but you're not happy with how you looked. You're like, damn, I lost weight, but I still look chubby. I still look fat and fluffy. Like, why it don't look tight? I don't see no definition, no tone. Guys, that's when you just focus on weight loss. That means you lost everything. You didn't just lose fat. You lost your muscle and everything, guys. This is what happens when I see people who do the starvation diets. They're basically saying they're fasting for 2-3 days out the week, or, they quote unquote just fasting, or they doing this crazy detox diet, 28-day, 21-day detox diet, lose a significant amount of weight, but they look sick. They lose everything, guys. That's no good. If you want to look good in your clothes and when you take your clothes off while you're dropping weight, you got to stop focusing on weight loss and start focusing on fat loss. Fat loss looks like not just being in a calorie deficit. Everybody know you got to eat less food. Everybody know that. It's like some of y'all, your ass ain't losing no weight because you're just eating too much. Okay? But if you just eat less and cut your calories significantly, you're going to lose weight, but you're not going to be happy with how you look as you lose the weight. And so you got to focus on your calorie intake, but also your protein intake. These two things are very important. It's like you hear the word protein getting thrown around. It's very important. When I see people join my coaching program and they're eating breakfast, all they eat for breakfast is fruit. I'm like, you can't do that, man. Yeah, it's got to eat some type of protein with it. Eggs, egg whites, egg white omelet. You can eat turkey sausage, chicken sausage, beef sausage. And then with your lunch and your dinner, some of y'all are just eating straight salads with just nuts and fruit and grains. Where your protein at? You got to have protein in your diet if you want to build muscle. Some of y'all, you're very tired all the time. You're like, damn, I eat a meal, but it don't keep me full because you're not eating enough protein. Okay? Protein helps you build more muscle. A lot of y'all who are afraid and scared of being sore after your workouts, that's part of the game. Everybody gets sore from their workouts if they pushing themselves, but you don't have to be sore for very long if you consume enough protein. Okay? And so these two things with your nutrition are very, very important in terms of dropping body fat. Okay? And not just losing weight and not being happy with how you're looking. The other side of this is you got to lift weights. I see a lot of folks who just doing cardio. Oh yeah, I'll start lifting weights once I lose all the weight. And then when they lose the weight, they be like, damn, man, I don't like the way this look, man. I think I need to put some weight back on. I look sick. But if you would have been lifting weights while you were dropping body fat from the nutrition, if you had been lifting weights 3-4 days a week, guys, you don't have to work out every single day of the week. 3-4 days a week lifting weights. Guys, that's how you tighten and tone your body. People always say they want to be toned or they want to be defined. Guys, all being toned and defined, all the shit's the same. The only way you can get toned and defined is if you build muscle so you can see tone. If you don't have muscle, there will be no tone, guys. And so if you notice that you're working out right now and you don't look like you work out, you got to ask yourself, am I pushing myself hard enough? Am I like just going through the motions? Is it really comfortable? Do I feel like I could have done more? If you feel like that, then your ass ain't pushing hard enough. Because resistance training, when you pushing yourself lifting weights, it should be challenging. It should be uncomfortable. It shouldn't be a breeze. And so some of y'all are working out, but you don't look like you work out. And so it's just like not working out. So you got to push yourself when you're lifting weights, okay? And not just do cardio. That's the first thing. Focus on fat loss and not weight loss, okay? The second thing, if you want to not only drop the 50 pounds, but you want to keep the 50 pounds off. Guys, if you knew what to do, I get a lot of people who have all this ego. Y'all know how to lose weight. Y'all know how to lose this stomach. Y'all just got to get going. Guys, if you knew what to do, you'd have the results. Ain't nobody out here just voluntarily having a big old ass stomach. Ain't no man out here just go be like, yeah, I want to have man titties. Yeah, I want to have a big ass. Yeah, I want to not be happy about how I'm looking when I take my clothes off. Yeah, I want to, be so big that I feel self-conscious when I go around people, my friends and family. I'm out and doing whatever I'm doing. Nobody want to live like that. And so if you knew what to do, you do it. And so here's the thing. It starts with being honest with yourself. If you're not being, we can see your ass is overweight, but you got to see that you overweight. I be having guys in my DMs, they be like, yeah, I'm 5'8", I'm 270. It don't look bad on me, though. I just need to lose just a couple of pounds. No, your ass need to lose a lot of weight. You need to lose a lot. You are obese. Yes, but you just done normalized it. Guys, it's a lot of people out here, you've normalized trauma. Just living in it. You can't do that, man. And you look at other people who are in a worse situation to make yourself feel better. But that don't mean that your situation is any good. Like, guys, some of y'all, you have so much weight on, you have sleep apnea now. Some of y'all, you didn't develop pre-diabetes. You didn't develop type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure. Just because you ain't 200-300 pounds overweight don't mean your situation ain't bad. I done spoke to folks on game plan calls, and they didn't have strokes, and they only 20-25 pounds overweight because they have high blood pressure. And they think that just because they taking the medication sometimes, they good. No, that's just masking the problem. It's not solving and fixing the problem. And so the second thing you have to realize is stop focusing on hacks. Start focusing on habits, okay? This is what I tell my coaching clients. If you focus on hacks, yeah, you might lose a little bit of weight. You do the keto diet. You try to do a detox diet. You try to do the carnivore diet. You try to do the fasted cardio. These are hacks, guys. This is not what we call habits, like lifestyle, where you get this weight off and you keep it off. Because I'm like, as a coach, man, I love doing this stuff, y'all. Like, straight up. This way I can just do content all day, every day. But here's the thing. I don't want people to join my coaching program, lose 50, 60 pounds, and then I see them after they done graduated my coaching program a year later and they done gained the weight back. Like, that actually make me feel bad. I be like, damn, we did all that work for what? And so when I seen that early on in my career, I was like, oh, I got to make sure they understand that this shit is a lifestyle. It's not just, doing it for the summertime, doing it for the new year. No, you got to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. And so how do you stay ready so you never have to get ready to go to the beach or to the pool? How do you stay ready so you never have to get ready to take a photo shoot? How do you stay ready so you don't have to get ready to, let's say you're getting married or something, you want to look good in your clothes, or you going to some event and you want to look good and you want to look sharp, right? You don't want to feel like you're being judged. Habits. You got to make this stuff a lifestyle, man. So you have to have a habit of eating the right foods. You have to have a lifestyle of wanting to eat and understanding what foods you need to eat, how much you need to eat, how many days a week can you realistically go to the gym. Not Joe Blow at the gym going to the gym 7 days a week, 2 times a day. How many times a week can you go to the gym? Because you don't have to work out 7 days a week to be lean and cut up, to have a flat stomach. Guys, you got to focus on what you can sustain doing. And in most cases, you have to get a plan. A lot of y'all are winging it. You're winging it, man. And when you wing it, you get winging it results. It's just like, I want y'all to think about this. Wherever you stay at, and you talking to somebody, and you like, yeah, I'm gonna come up to your crib. I'm gonna come out there, man. You just gotta shoot me directions. And they be like, just go north. Just go north. You like, okay. Where I need to go? I'm just driving north. Where I need to go? That's what's happening to some of y'all. You hear trainers and coaches say, just be in a deficit. Just work out. Be like, okay, motherfucker, I'm doing that. But his stomach ain't going down like I want it to. I'm going to the gym, but the weight ain't coming off like I want it to. His stomach ain't going down. I'm eating healthy, but the stomach ain't going down. You don't have the GPS. If you're going to that friend house, but you have a GPS, you know exactly where you need to go and what turns you need to make. That's what having a plan is in fitness and health and nutrition and training. If you don't have a plan on what you're going to do when you hit the gym, you're winging it. If you don't know exactly what exercise you're going to do, how many reps, how many sets, how much rest time, what type of cardio to do, you don't know how much food you need to eat, what your portions need to be, what your calorie intake need to be, you're winging it. And so don't be mad when you looking down and you're frowning because you got that big stomach. Don't be mad because your clothes not fitting the way you want them to, because you're winging it. You got to get a plan, man. Some of y'all have so much potential, but you're so fearful of the fear of failure, or you quitting on yourself, or it's not gonna work out, or you're gonna get burned by a trainer. Like what? All these things, guys. I done been burned by business coaches. That ain't gonna stop me from not trying another business coach so I can get to where I want to be at. If I would have stopped after I got burnt by my first business coach, I wouldn't be here today. Because that one bad apple don't mean that the next coach can't possibly change my life. And look at here. Shit popping off. We about like 160 some thousand followers on Instagram now. But when I got burnt by that first business coach, well, he wasn't even my first. I think I may have had maybe 15,000 followers on Instagram. Imagine if I would have quit and been like, oh no, I'm not investing. That's a scam. It's a scam. I could try to do it all on my own. God, I'd be struggling. I'd be out here struggling. But because I continue to invest in myself, believed in myself, and just stayed prayed up, having a little bit of faith, I ran across the business coach that I'm with now, and he taught me the right plan. And now this plan has allowed me to understand what habits and routines I need to have in my life to make my business continue to grow and thrive. That's why I continue to do podcasts on a weekly basis. That's why y'all see me posting all the time on social media. I do group coaching calls with my clients. I do check-ins with my clients. Guys, these are the habits. This is the lifestyle. If I want my shit to keep on growing, I want my business to keep on growing, I want to keep on helping more and more people, if I stop doing these habits, shit goes backwards. Same for y'all. If you stop doing the habits that you have that are getting you the results, you lose them. And so stop focusing on hacks and start focusing on habits that you can sustain. Okay? This is the second thing. This is how you drop these 50 pounds, if not more, and keep it off. The last thing is this. It's community. A lot of people try to be these lone wolves. They try to isolate themselves in the house and all this kind of stuff. Oh, I'm in grind mode. Well, you grinding yourself into depression. Now, there's people in prison and jail, and they get in trouble. What do they put them at? Solitary confinement. They can't talk to nobody. Of course these people fall into depression. Of course these people get in their head, they start beating themselves up and all kind of crazy stuff. They come out, they don't even be wanting to talk to nobody no more. Because they didn't lost the social skills. Guys, we are energy beings. We are social beings. Even though I'm an introvert, I still have to get out, even if I'm not talking to people. I still have to get out just to be able to see people. Because I'm cool with just being in the crib by myself, but I still get out and move. You see what I'm saying? To be around other people. But the other reason I say is because a lot of y'all are in the wrong environment. If you're in the wrong environment, meaning you're around people who they shame you for losing weight. They shame you for going to the gym. They say, no, don't invest in no trainer, don't invest in no coach. Just go to YouTube. Well, shit, you could have been doing that. If you go to YouTube, yes, you can find all this shit on YouTube. But you gotta put it all together, piece it all together. Guess what that's gonna take? Time. A lot of y'all already be talking about you don't have no time. What else is it gonna take? Trial and error. And so now you trying shit, and what if it don't work, what you're trying to do? Now you start to feel frustrated because you putting in the time and effort and it's not working. And you're like, damn, man, I don't want to do this no more. Now you go a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and you're like, man, my clothes ain't fit no more. I guess I need to try again. Oh, man, my photos look terrible when I took it with my homeboys and my family. Maybe I need to try again. Oh, man, my doctor saying I got to get on this medication. Maybe I need to try again. I got to start losing some weight. But imagine if you're in the right environment where people support you. They encourage you to keep going. Oh, you went to the gym this week? That's what I'm talking about, man. I'm about to go to the gym, too. What kind of food you be eating? Man, I be eating just like that, too, man. Don't it make you feel so much better? Yeah, I be feeling good. I be feeling good eating that food. But when you're in the wrong environment, they gonna be like, why you eating all that healthy food? Why you don't drink no alcohol like that? Why you don't drink no Simply Lemonade? Ain't nothing wrong. Just put a little bit of water in the Simply Lemonade. This the kind of shit you go hear when you're in the wrong environment. Just you can still drink that all the time. I'm still go drink it. I'm gonna drink it all the time. You think you better than everybody, don't you? Oh yeah. And then imagine when you start losing a lot of weight. I have a coaching client named Ann. She down 104 pounds now, y'all. And when she started losing a ton of weight, I think she was right around like 80, 90 pounds or something down. A lot of people at her church started to think that she did a weight loss surgery. So people are going to start downplaying your time and effort that you done put into your journey. But when you're in the right environment, people are going to support you. They're going to celebrate your victories and your wins when you're in the right environment. This is why I say you got to be in the right community, okay? And I also say, have a coach, man. Have a mentor. And so that way when you run into these, what do you call them, like where you get stuck or you hit a plateau. Guys, plateaus are normal. But when you have guidance and you have accountability, now I can help you make adjustments, or that coach or mentor can help you make adjustments. That way you don't stay stuck. Because imagine dropping 40 or 50 pounds, you get stuck, you get discouraged, then you just go back to your old ways because you're like, I don't know what to do. It won't go down no more. I'm tired of this. And then you put on all 30, 40, 50 pounds. Put back on all 30, 40, 50 pounds. I done seen, people have told me that they've done that. That is crazy. Do you know how hard it is for people to drop 50 pounds? To end up putting it all back on just because you got stuck and didn't know how to continue to make progress. That's why you got to be in the right community. Got to have coaching. Got to have clarity. Everybody tell their kids to go to college and do all these things to get educated. What do y'all think coaching and mentorship is? All you're doing is getting educated, guys. That's it. When you do these things, guys, I'm telling you, this is how you drop these 50 pounds and keep it off. 50 plus pounds and keep it off. All right? Hopefully I found this podcast helpful. We out of here. Let's get it. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.